Hey guys, this is the DUNU Vulkan 2, their latest hybrid in-ear monitor that has absolutely blown my mind, and I'm convinced that this is currently the best and most premium hybrid pair that I personally own. And while these cost a hefty $360 or about 30,000 rupees here in India, I feel these are completely worthy of the price they ask for. Alright, sit back because this is going to be a big one. So let's begin. Alright, so the DUNU Vulkan 2 comes in this rather hefty packaging, and DUNU makes sure that you feel the premium price that you paid for is justified, and this is reflected in their packaging and everything that's inside the box. So sliding off the outer cover, you get this DUNU branded box inside. Inside this box, you get some paperwork. Now you get two separate boxes filled with numerous pairs of different categories of different size ear tips. So you get DUNU's S&S ear tips that enhance soundstage, and S&S stands for stage and studio. Next up, you get the grey ear tips, which is the official standard ear tips that provide a balanced sound profile suitable for a wide variety of genres. You get numerous pairs of the candy ear tips that give you improved atmospheric presence and vocal density. And finally, you get the atmosphere enhancement ear tips that boost bass performance and increase atmospheric presence in pop music. You get a very high quality branded and magnetic carrying case to carry your in-ear monitors and their accessories in, a branded carrying pouch, you get a cleaning brush, a branded microfiber cloth to keep your in-ear monitors buff shine, a 3.5 to 6.3mm adapter plug, a very premium oxygen-free copper silver-plated cable that has MMCX connectors on one end, but you can also opt for the 2-pin connector version during purchase. On the other end, you get DUNU's patented Q-Lock Mini interchangeable plug system, where you can attach the supplied 3.5mm single-ended or 4.4mm balanced plugs. And of course, you get the DUNU Vulkan 2 hybrid in-ear monitors themselves. Now as for the specs, as mentioned, this is a hybrid in-ear monitor packing both dynamic drivers as well as balanced armatures. So this packs 10mm and an 8mm dynamic driver paired with 6 balanced armatures. The dual dynamic drivers cater to the ultra low and low frequencies, while 2 balanced armatures cater to the mid frequencies, and the remaining 4 balanced armatures cater to the high and ultra high frequencies. And these have an impedance of 35 ohms, and a DAC is absolutely necessary to drive these, since the poor inbuilt DACs in our smartphones just won't do. So all you need is a portable DAC. Nothing too fancy or expensive, just something that can make sure that your in-ear monitors can perform to their full potential without leaving any volume or quality in the tank. And what you end up getting is exactly what you paid for, which is high quality audio. And as always, the one that I personally use will be linked in the description below. Now as for the build quality, the Vulkan 2 is completely made out of aerospace grade aluminum alloy, and it comes in this beautiful champagne gold color. The edges are seamless and they feel phenomenal in the hand. And it's got this matte and smooth texture with mild curves on the faceplate. It also has 2 rather large air vents on the front, which eases the pressure on your ears, and indirectly it also helps with expanding the soundstage. Now despite being all metal, these are just 8 grams each, very ergonomic, and provide a snug and comfortable fit and seal. The cable is a hefty, thick one that doesn't tangle easily, and although I would have preferred a braided one like we get with the DUNU Titan S2, this is no slouch and they have not compromised anywhere. Alright, now let's talk about the main criteria, which is the audio quality. Now as you know, sound is made up of 3 major frequencies: the highs, the mids, and the lows. The highs, or the treble response, where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids, where the vocals are, and the low end, or the bass response. Alright, starting off with the highs, or the treble response. The treble response on these truly showcase the prowess of these balanced armatures and how well they are tuned. The treble has excellent detail retention and an extremely controlled extension that never seems to overdo it. The response is rich, sparkly, and every subtle nuance is beautifully rendered. Instruments in the high frequencies are distinctly audible and sound authentic. So this lets you absolutely immerse yourself in the music as well as use them to analyze tracks if that's something you intend to use these for. Next up, we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. The vocals, at least for me, are just perfect on these. They are bright while maintaining just the right amount of warmth and natural tonality. Both male and female vocals sound absolutely fantastic on these and never sound synthetic or hollow. It finds a perfect balance between the upper and lower mids that makes this just perfect for listening to vocals. But the absolute star of the show is when it comes to the rendition of stringed instruments in the mid frequencies. They are one of the richest, most layered and authentic ones I've heard in recent times. There is this distinct weight in each stroke of stringed instruments, and they pack impeccable detail and flair. Perfectly spaced out and no overlap with the vocals is what makes the mid frequencies such a treat. And finally, we get to the low end or the bass response. Now the low end on these are a blend of a hefty dose of the mid bass slam and some consistent sub-low rumble. Having dedicated drivers for the low and ultra-low frequencies actually deliver. The bass is fast, has excellent texture, and it's tight with a very thick slam. And depending on the track, the sub-low rumble is what absolutely nails the bass response and makes it complete. Yet, even with all this power, it never bleeds into the mids or highs but adds just the right amount of heft and depth to make the track sound full-bodied and immersive. Now, as for the soundstage, these have an impressively wide soundstage with stunning imaging that truly lets you identify the position of each instrument in the track. And for serious gamers, this pair would be highly recommended. Alright guys, just to summarize, hearing is believing when it comes to in-ear monitors, and the DUNU Vulkan 2 was nothing short of spectacular. Provided you are a serious audiophile with a thirst for nothing but pure and powerful sound and you have the budget, the Vulkan 2 is something you must hear to appreciate the masterpiece that it is. To be able to hear every nuance, every layer in your favorite tracks is something that brings a smile to every audiophile's face, and the Vulkan 2 delivers exactly that every time. So there you have it guys, that was my review of the DUNU Vulkan S2, a true masterpiece when it comes to hybrid in-ear monitors. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any other questions, do let me know in the comment section below. As always, the link to this, the DAC and many other in-ear monitors and audio accessories will be placed in the description below for your reference. Please use those links to make your purchase. As always, that will help me run this channel and I will be able to make more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.